Welcome everybody to Extreme Off-Road Silly Builds, and today we're dealing with the 1986 MG Metro 6R4. Now this has an 895 horsepower, 564 pounds-feet of torque, 3 litre twin turbocharged V6 engine, and the car itself weighs 2,284 pounds. It's got all-wheel drive, off-road tyres and off-road suspension, and it can do 0 to 60 in 3.619 seconds, 0 to 100 in 6.716 seconds, and do 148 mile an hour. So yeah, I had to change the final drive gearing on this because it would only do about 134 originally, which, as you've seen in previous episodes, that's what cars can get up to, or even more on certain parts of this course. So I put it up a little bit to nearly 150, so that should give us plenty of leeway. And yeah, 80s rally cars haven't done all that well on this series. Only the Audi Quattro in 13th place has come close to the top 10. So yeah, hopefully this MG from the same year will buck that trend. So yeah, let's see what it can do. Still find it hilarious that they made a rally car out of a Metro. If you've ever seen the car in real life, you'll know it's a puny little super mini with no power and no looks to match. So if you don't know, this car has its engine in the middle. Came with all-wheel drive standard because it's a rally car. Using the original engine as well, which you can get a surprising amount of power out of. It had about 410 horsepower originally, so it's got more than twice that now. You can get even more power out of it, but it just adds a bit too much weight for my liking, so I kept it as it is with 895. It's doing extremely well. It's doing really well for the water. It's got solid acceleration. Very little in terms of the bumps and the jumps as well. Bit of oversteer there, but it's to be expected with a car that has twice the power it had originally, or more so. That's why I upgraded the gearing, because, oh dear, as you saw we were up to 134 plus on that little bit of straight there. Getting into it again here. Doing really well through the water for such a little car, especially for one that doesn't even weigh all that much. And there we go. And the time is 2 minutes 7.795. So yeah, not quite into the top 10. It actually knocks down the Audi Quattro into the 14th place, and this goes straight into 13th where it was. So yeah, both classic 80s rally cars from the same year are now side by side. But yeah, that is still a solid time. It's actually just over 0.1 of a second quicker than, no, just under 0.1 of a second quicker than the Audi Quattro. Ever so slightly behind the Tesla Model S, and yeah, it's well ahead of the likes of the Baldwin Motorsports trophy truck and the Range Rover Sport SVR. So yeah, no real troubles with this car. A little bit of oversteer here and there, but acceleration was solid. It was dealing alright with the bumps and the jumps. It was doing about 100 mile an hour for the water, which for a car that weighs as little as this and doesn't have the highest ride height, and yeah, it's a relatively small car, is really rather impressive. Only really the big off-roaders ever can get past 100 mile an hour in the water. So yeah, really rather impressed with it. I'm sure with more practice I would have got it even quicker, but that's the nature of this series. One time and one time only to put in a good time, and it yeah, I say that's a pretty solid time. I am not disappointed with that whatsoever. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.